You good? Okay, just a couple comments. Thought it was a great day to be a Ram today. Anytime you can go out and handle your business and get a win, that's always an awesome feeling. I thought our boys played extremely hard. I thought the defense was excellent today, the first defense. I thought our D-line, we were rolling 8 deep in there, constantly harassed the quarterback. I thought we had tight coverage. And what they do offensively is not easy, with breaking the fast huddle, the unbalanced formations. I thought we handled it extremely well defensively. Obviously, we gave up the score at the end, with some young guys in there, but that's okay. Offensively, we shot ourselves in the foot sometimes, but I thought we overcame some of them for points. Bottom line is, like I just told the team, I love the way we're playing. We're playing hard. We're playing with attitude. All right, and the great thing about it is we're not even close to where we could be. We got to keep improving as a football team. We got to cut out some of the self-inflicted wounds. We got to take care of the ball. Stuff we're constantly working on. I hope it's not one of those years where just, you can't hold on to the ball and you're not getting any turnovers, but I think that'll change because of the way we're practicing offensively and defensively. So good day to be a Ram. Questions?
Please take the mic, too.
Does the win just kind of feel even better, just knowing it's your first win in a pretty long time, going back to last year?
Yeah, I went in the locker room, and, they're all in the knee ready for me to talk, and I said, we started jumping around, because we won. You work hard, every opportunity, counts, and I thought that, that was our mindset, to have our jaw set just like we did last week and go out and play hard and, find a way to win the game. And, think positive throughout the game of what we're going to do, and if something bad happens, we just keep playing, and I thought the guys did.
Mike, Colin Hill's first half performance in particular, I mean, obviously you didn't need it as much in the second half, but what can you say about just the way he executed the offense?
He missed a touchdown on 2nd and 25 there, Dante, down the middle, after we had one of Trey McBride's penalties. But other than that, I thought he was excellent. He's checked down. His third progression on the 3rd and 10 to Marvin, and then Marvin making a play, breaking a tackle and scoring. But that's a great job by our line protecting, allowing him to go through his progressions, and then, Colin getting through it and checking it down. I think he's playing extremely well. He's confident, and he's going to have to play, confident for us to be successful. We got some weapons offensively, at different positions, which is good, but we're thin after that, so we got to keep doing a good job of keeping them fresh and bringing on those young guys.
Obviously, we've talked plenty of times before about Marvin and some of his ups and downs, but what can you say about his kind of game-changing ability to make guys miss like he did on his 2 scores?
It's like I told him after the game. I said, son, you can make it special. He's got the right mindset in playing football. Just some little things. He didn't have the right stuff on today at the hotel, so that's why he didn't start. The standard's the standard, but I love the way he's playing. He's running extremely hard. That's another viable weapon out of the backfield, to be able to get it to your back. You got tight ends, and then the receivers we have. So, and he's running the ball extremely hard. We played 4 backs today. Marvin was, clearly the guy that I thought ran the hardest and had the best vision. And the other guys, we got to look at the film, but it was good to get all those guys some action.
Have you seen kind of a little different mindset from Marvin? With senior year, obviously.
Yeah, no question. We talked right after the season. You got one more chance. It's your senior year. Sometimes there's something about being a senior and a young man realizes, he gets it together, and I think he's heading that direction. He just needs a little help from time to time, and we're here to give it to him. But I am proud of him, the way he's worked. He's an explosive guy, that can make us better. But he loves ball. He loves ball. No matter what's happening, when it's time to practice or time to play, he loves to play, and I like guys like that.
You've talked about the speed so much throughout fall camp. It seems like in these first 2 games, you've really done a nice job isolating some of those speedy guys and getting them the ball on the perimeter. Is that something that you guys knew you could do coming into the season, or is that
I think it developed, through fall camp. Obviously when number 22, Dante Wright, got on campus, that's changed some things, what we did offensively. He gave us a weapon to be able to some of the fly sweeps and some of the quick screens. I've talked about Warren constantly, about his work ethic and what he's done, and it was good to see E.J. Scott. Come on, here's a guy that had an ACL his freshman year, was going to play for us, and one of our fastest receivers, and we need him. We need him out there. He ran a little double move and got open early. So those guys are constantly improving. And, the thing about it is, except for Warren, they're still young. I think we got 3 seniors on offense. I think Jeff Taylor, I'm trying to think who the others were. Jeff Taylor's the only one I'm thinking of right now. Who? Marvin. And there's, no, Warren's a junior. Yeah, don't be trying to get him to go out early. He's a junior. So I have 2 seniors I'm thinking about. I think there's one. I was looking at it. Fulton. And Fulton hadn't been started, but two basically starters right now with Jeff Taylor and Marvin. So, we got to continue to improve and get better. I think we got a chance to be, a good offense and an efficient offense. But to do that, execution is key. You can't keep getting away with penalties and be successful. So we got to cut down on that.
Is the youth what excites you most about this team moving forward, just given how they're producing right off the bat?
Well, I missed the first part.
Is the youth and just the fact
Oh,
that
yeah,
they're
yeah.
young?
Just really how, they bought in and they work and constantly get better. I think our line's a tight-knit group that know that nobody thinks they're any good. They've got a chip on their shoulder, to prove and, block for our running backs and protect our quarterback. And proud of Jeff Taylor. He's another guy similar to Marvin, senior year, and he's playing really, really well. Barry's leading it, and Scott Brooks at center, a guy that I wouldn't have said would started at center last year, and he's starting and doing a good job. But they got something about them. We're not, as strong as we need to be, and maybe as athletic, but they're a tight knit group, and that's awesome up there because they know. Maybe it's the weak link. Really, we ain't giving up a sack, the offensive line. I mean, we took one right there. Quarterback have taken 2 because of coverage, and the other one, we missed the protection by the back.
Mike, defense held Western Illinois to under 100 yards in the first half, I think a little over 200 total. Did just the overall defensive performance reflect what you wanted to see improvement-wise out of the D?
Yeah, we were a little worried coming into this game about what they did offensively, the unbalanced stuff, and getting our checks. And, the big thing was align and communicate today. My message to them and Coach Janzik's and his staff's message all week. And then I wanted to play with relentless effort, and I thought they did. It was around 100 yards forever, and then they had a couple drives there when we had some backups in that, probably were thinking more than playing as fast as we could, but that was good to get them in. Sometimes we get upset. Defensively, somebody pops a run on us late, but that happens. You want to get guys played. Our team's worked extremely hard, and it was good to get as many guys in today. But back to your original question, defense played extremely hard. Another unit that people doubt, and they're going to continue to work and continue to get better.
Hey, Coach, I was just wondering, for you, do you take more away, like knowledge-wise, when you beat a team in a lesser division, or do you have less kind of take away from it?
No, anytime you get a chance to compete, it's an opportunity to go out there and play football and improve on your craft. It's hard to, you practice a lot, but to go out there and compete, we respect everybody we play. Did not talk about, what level they were in. We talked about, hey, we got these guys, this is what we do, but we got to handle ourselves. Is what we talked about. You get 12 opportunities. These guys work extremely hard to go out there and not take one serious, and I thought they did. And there's a lot to learn from off that tape. There's a ton to learn from. We did a lot well today, but there's a lot of things we can improve on if we want to do what we want to do this year.
No, this game was one of the most aggressive games we've seen in a while from the Rams, especially with the onside kick already being up and trying to score well in the second half. In the end of the first half with less than a minute left. Is this aggression? Can we be seeing this later on in the year, or is it just more against a lower tier team?
Yeah, well, we've talked about since we came back in January. We're playing like there's no scoreboard. And it doesn't matter. We're going to play. And, I hate that we didn't do anything with that onside kick offensively and get some points because it was well executed by Braxton Davis. But, that's been the message. We're going to play like there's no scoreboard. I told them last night that, we're going to try to I said we're going to let the clutch out. We're going to play. We're going to play aggressive. That's how we need to play. Aggressive. We don't need to be on our heels, and we're going to play like that all year.
Coach, you talked about taking every opponent or measuring them up the same. Obviously, in week 2, you're playing a team in the MAC conference. In week 3, you're playing Arkansas in the SEC. Did you make it a point throughout the week for your players to not overlook this game by any means?
No, I think we had the first meeting and we talked about this team, being in the same conference as Illinois State, right? Illinois State, they beat us last year, and said, you know, we're not taking anybody lightly. Didn't talk about Arkansas until after the game. Said we got a big week this week. Let's enjoy this. Let's be safe and come back and work and get better. But didn't say, hey, this is an opponent from this conference or that conference. Is we got a lot to prove ourselves. So that's what we're focused on. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.